Okay, good day everyone when you're watching this. This video is to show you how to prepare for exams. Most of you, your exams are coming up in a couple of weeks or under a month. So this video is going to be a quick one. I'll try to keep it fast. Let's see if we could keep it under 10 minutes. The first question I want to address is as to how to stay focused. This last question came from Karen on the group. Karen said, "How do you stay focused?" And so the first things I want to show you is you can see this is I use Google Chrome on my computer. When you see this, once you come up, you start a new tab. This is what is always going to open. This app is called Momentum. It keeps you focused. So I ask you, what's your main focus for today? So I tell it, make a video for my friends at Indima Year 2. See, that is the first thing I want to do today. So this helps me keep me in the right frame of mind mentally. That's one. The second thing for focus, I've talked in this group about the Pomodoro method. There are thousands of apps that help you with the Pomodoro method. I use Stay Focused, which is an app for the MacBook. They have versions for the iPhone, and you can get different models also for Android if you're using an Android phone. So this, I tell it, okay, so I'll give myself 25 minutes to get this video done and shoot and everything. So 25 minutes of work, there you go. Okay, so let's start it down. So how do you prepare for exams? First, you have to learn how to be focused. This is important. But this is not just about focus in terms of focusing and reading. It's in terms of thinking about what you are doing, having a very big picture of what you're trying to do. Most times people just think exams are exams. No, exams are a preparation for life in itself. It's not about anything else. You are preparing for exam. Life in itself is a big exam, and how you do anything is how you do everything. So the first requirement of this taking any exam is to be very serious about what you're doing. Don't think that this is suffering or that this is hard work. No, everything in life is an exam, and this is just a very standard, simple exam for you. So you have to have a very, very serious, focused mindset to whatever you're doing. If you're not thinking about it in the right way, you've already started failing. And that's the first thing you must remember. Be serious. It's important to be serious. Number two, exams are not a true test of knowledge. That is the mistake that people make all the time. They think that exams are a test of knowledge. So somehow subconsciously you start thinking that you're not smart enough, you're not good enough, or you use your past scores as a predictor for what tomorrow is going to bring. No, that's wrong. That's extremely wrong. And it's led to many failures than we should be talking about. So you have to remember that exams are not a true test of knowledge. Remember that exams do not have any correlation with how smart you actually are. Exams are simply a relic of the industrial age system of training and education, which has retained till today, and people have no idea how to change it. So people come and test you with exams. I'm sure if you go online and search, you'll find out studies that show that the smartest people in the world are not the people who came top of their class in exams. Take, for example, Barack Obama in the United States. He was not the smartest guy in his class in Harvard Law School, but he was the only person who knew how to hack the system. The first thing you have to know is that exams are not a true test of knowledge. Exams, like any other thing in life, can be hacked. Any other thing in life can be hacked. How do you hack it? Now that's the interesting question. I introduce you guys again to this concept called the 80-20 principle, otherwise known as the Pareto principle. This is a principle that it affects your life every day, every time, even if you don't know it. And it's used by the smartest and the most successful people in the world to achieve what they want to achieve. What is the Pareto principle? The Pareto principle says that in any field of endeavor, in any market, in any project, 80% of your efforts will only bring 20% of your results. And conversely, 20% of your effort will bring 80% of your returns. Let me say it again. For every 1 hour you spend reading, 6 minutes. So only 12 minutes of every 60 minutes you use studying actually will matter. Now think of it. This same principle applies in everything you want to do in life. Everything you want to do in life. only 20% of what you want to do, of the input you make will give you the 80% of the outcome. How can you use this in terms of exam? 20% of the questions will likely give you 80% of your marks. 20% of what the teacher or examiner taught you will produce 80% of the questions. 20% of what you write down will give you 80% of your marks. It is an inviolable law of nature. So, how do you use this to study for your exams? First, concentrate on past questions. This is the most important thing. If you take anything away from this video, learn this. Concentrate on past questions. That is the simple, most important thing you can do. Every single question that you will be asked in your upcoming exam has been asked in one form or the other over the last 5 years. Without a doubt, I challenge you to prove me wrong. Every single question you will find in this exam you're about to take has been asked in one form or the other. So if there's anything that will give you the single most important advantage that you will get in your exams as it's coming up now, it is to study past questions. Take your time. Forget about reading what the lecturer has given you for the moment. For the next 1 week or 2 weeks, don't bother about that. Go to past questions. Look at them, read them up, get familiar with them. Take tests, try and answer them. At first, it's going to be very, very uncomfortable. You're not going to like it. You're going to fail a lot because it's going to be very novel. But it is better to fail in training than to fail in the test. Sports people will say that soldiers will tell you that the harder you bleed in training, the more likely you are to survive in actual war. And this principle applies also to studying. If you take your time and study past questions, you will have a higher chance of getting a fantastic result and outcome in the test than if you simply read what the teacher has taught you and then go and take the test. That is not going to work. Think of it. Do you understand that someone like Usain Bolt, who's the world record holder in 100 meters, every single race, the total amount of time that he has run to win his awards is less than 10 minutes. Think of that. It's actually less than 7 minutes. The total amount of time Usain Bolt has taken to run all the races he has run in his life is less than 10 minutes combined. But the time it takes him to train for those races is more than 10,000 hours. That gives you context. What you do in training is more important than what you do in practice. So if you spend your time reading past questions, you have a statistical advantage over the person who simply reads the questions.
Listen, the work is behind the scene. Competition is the easy part. Behind the scenes is where the work is done. And everything is done to get to that one race that you need to run.
In the next video, we'll explore this a little bit further. For now, subscribe to the channel so you keep informed about new videos.